The purpose of this assignment is to give you experience observing and documenting children's developmental milestones, and then recording that developmental information using a specifically designed assessment tool. For this project, you have two choices for observation. Choice 1, you will use the video files provided in this Blackboard course shell and obtain your information from the children's development being displayed within the videos. Choice 2, if you are already working in a child care center or preschool, you are free to use observations of your own students. Let's take a look at where you can find the observation videos in the Blackboard course module. In your Blackboard course module, there is a link titled Assignment Resources. You will click on that link, and when you click into that link, you will see a folder titled Authentic Assessment. You will click into that folder to find all of the information that you need for this assignment. The first thing that you find is the Observation Videos folder. Click on that, and it will take you to the library of observation videos that you can watch to use for this assignment. For this project, we will be using the High Scope Core Advantage Assessment Tool. This assessment tool will be accessed online using the following login information. Let's take a look at how we log in and find our own assessment page now. To access the Core Advantage Assessment Tool, log on to kaymbu.com/core-advantage/. You will then click on the Sign In link at the top of the web page. Click the green Login button from this page. The login information is found on your syllabus, but you will use the following information to log into this account. The email is harpertraining@coreadvantage.com, and the password is lowercase COR123, and then the hashtag or number sign. And then you will again click that green login button one last time. This will then take you into the assessment page. If a classroom teacher were actually going to use this tool, each of these letters would represent a single separate child in the classroom and reflect their development in each of these areas. I'm going to allow you to use documentation for multiple children to make this assignment attainable for you to complete for this class. I understand it will be very hard to observe all of this criteria using one child if choosing the in-person option, and we don't have enough observation videos to document the development of one child in all of these areas either. You each have been assigned a specific letter to use for your assessment page, where you will document your anecdotal notes from your observations. To find out which letter you're assigned, you will need to reference the Blackboard announcement made in reference to this assignment. To access your assessment or portfolio page, you will click on the letter that you are assigned. That will take you into your personal portfolio where you will be documenting your developmental notes. As you scroll down, you will see the different information that you will need to record observation notes on. You will need to record one anecdotal note for each item on this page. That means that you will have 34 total anecdotal notes. For a more detailed explanation of any of these areas, you can click into that link and it will pull up a description. You can then use the back arrow to navigate back out to the main page of your portfolio. To record an anecdotal note, you will click on the area that you are recording that note for. You then click on the Add Observation box. That will give you 3 different choices. You will choose the Add Anecdote link. Once on that page, you will type your 1 to 2 sentence anecdotal note into the box where it says Tap to Add Notes. Type your anecdotal note into that section and click Save when you are finished. When you have finished that note, you can click the back arrow once again you should be able to see your anecdotal note listed in that section. Click the back arrow once again to take you back out to the main page to access another milestone to document. To successfully document the information needed for this assignment, look at all of the developmental milestones you will need to observe before starting your observations, and then as you observe the children, whether in person or through the videos, take notes accordingly. Again, remember to be objective when recording your notes. We just want the facts about their development and don't want you to interject your own opinions, emotions, or interpretations of the situation. I don't expect this to be perfect, but I do want to see your best work done when documenting development and applying your understanding of how to record anecdotal notes. There is additional information in your Blackboard course site about anecdotal notes, so please reference that information for some extra clarification. That information can again be found in the assignment resources link on Blackboard and then clicking into the Authentic Assessment folder. Once you are finished documenting your notes in the Core Advantage, you will create a paper to reflect on the following questions to apply your learning. How would you share this information with colleagues, and how would this information impact the curriculum and environment of your program? How would you share this information with parents, and what types of benefits would sharing this information have? Third, how could this information be relevant for early intervention for children that may be showing some developmental delays? And then finally, using information observed and reflected in your anecdotal notes, discuss 3 specific changes you would make to support the children based on these observations. When doing this, please indicate the observations you made that led to these decisions, and then also discuss the developmental impact these changes would have. If you have any questions about this assignment, please don't hesitate to reach out and contact me. I am happy to talk more about this assignment. Good luck.